I suppose the story with Reisingfreak and the scholarship put together is that I grew up on an old Riesling vineyard in Clare, and by doing that, living with my parents, they had a big cellar, half of it was full of Riesling, similar to mine here, and so growing up I gained a passion for the wine industry, a passion for grape growing, and a passion for Riesling. So going from home into university, I used to take Riesling, well, Mum and Dad's Riesling along with me all the time, and in uni I got the name Rieslingfreak. So hence that name was put to me. Going through the industry, I worked with Vimpac, a local bottling company. I worked with Peter Lehman Wines for a while, and then Chris Ringland. I worked with him for quite a few years. And then after that I went out by myself and followed my passion, which was Riesling. And having the nickname Rieslingfreak, it was really appropriate to go move ahead with that label. But saying that, that journey sounds nice and like a dream, but there's a lot of hurdles for me, and that's where my disability comes into it. I've got slight cerebral palsy that affects my right hand side, and affects my balance, my walking, my coordination and my speech. So I found going through uni and uni degree, even after that, trying to get a job was really, really difficult, because in the end I applied for over 140 jobs, got many interviews, and didn't go any further after the interviews. And it became evident then to me that my disability was impacting on me and my career, my opportunities to go further. So saying that, after uni I worked at the Australian Wine Research Institute for 10 years. And how I got there was I did work experience for 3 months. So by doing that I was able to prove my abilities and prove to them what I could do. After that 3 months I ended up getting a casual job there and then going full time and staying there for 10 years. I then decided to go overseas, travel and see the world. Coming back, it took me 12 months once again to find employment, going through the same struggles with my disability, facing people, talking and all that. So I ended up getting a job at Vimpac, and the only way I got my job was through contacts I made whilst I was at the Wine Research Institute, and those contacts got me employment in Vimpac. And then I was at Vimpac for about 2 or 3 years before going to Peter Lehman's. And once again, it was only my contacts at the Wine Research that got me into Peter Lehman's. Vimpac and Lehman's were a great experience. I had a friend working with Chris Ringland as a winemaker. Yeah. And they were looking for a production winemaker, taking wine from blending into bottling. And he got me the job with Chris. So once again, all my employment has been based on contacts I've had in the industry. And it's taught me the importance of relationships. So going back to my employment, I really realised that if I wanted to go further in life, like I could get a job at the Wine Research, I could get a job with Peter Lehman, but I could never jump up to be seen. And that's always been important to me, because it just shows me that I'm achieving and going further with my life and with my career. So yeah, in 2009 I started up Rieslingfreak, and using the grapes from my parents' vineyard in Clare. And over the last 8 years it's grown from one wine to now I think 9 different wines we've got. And some coming from Mum and Dad's vineyards. I've got growers in Polish Hill and Eden Valley now too. So I've got 3 growers in Eden Valley. So we've grown from 100 dozen in 2009 to over 6,000 dozen now in 2017. Since 2011, I've been involved with children with physical disabilities. So as Reisingfreak has grown, I've been working a lot with Novita, being in Adelaide and the local disability service, where I've been providing funds to them to allow them to buy equipment and services and all that for children. And so that got me thinking about, I hand this money over to an organisation, which obviously there's rewards at the end, but I don't get to see those rewards. And so it got me thinking about how good it would be to have my own foundation, or a foundation that I could establish with local businesses to benefit the local community. So we came up with this foundation, and it's called Kicking Goals. And I personally think the name speaks for itself, but it's all about providing opportunities to kids with physical disabilities in the Barossa opportunities to go further. So with Reisingfreak providing, getting the foundation established with Foundation Barossa, the big advantage for us is Foundation Barossa is able to do all the administration for us, all the bookkeeping, all the legalities. All we have to do is provide the money. And what the Teaching Girl Scholarship is about is funding a child going to year 11 and 12, and then funding him or her going into university or employment. Because many children with physical disabilities go through challenges similar or more difficult than what I've experienced. And what we're trying to do is lead a path for them so they may be able to skip some of these challenges. So I suppose my ultimate goal with these with Kicking Goals is to see that child come back into the Barossa after or during education and find employment. And that will be the ultimate goal. I can use the business model as a mentor for the children to show them that myself with a disability is now running a successful business, and using that as a mentor tool to take them further as well. And that's where I was stuck when I was a teenager. All I wanted was a mentor with cerebral palsy, someone I could go to and say, hey, I got picked on at school today, or I tripped over and I felt like this, or this is difficult at school, can you help me out? And so a big part of this Kicking Goals Scholarship is me coming into the family's life and being able to mentor the children. So we've got again Josh, who's our first mentor, our first scholar with the scholarship, and he's got a very, very clear direction in life, which is awesome. So he's very keen on going into medical science, social science, I think it is. So it'll be up to myself to help him with things like work experience and transport for work experience, and getting contacts in the industry. So I'm looking forward to working with Josh and seeing what direction he wants to head in and what hand I can take to help get him there. So yeah, everything I wanted, now I'm now in a position where I can give.